All right, guys, just want to shout out the owner of this job that I was working for. He owns a company called glidegear.net, and he gave me this. He liked the work so much that he came back and brought me this. This is a 20-foot tripod for doing filming, and he sells all kinds of different teleprompters, chest rigs, head rigs, anything with doing filming. He's got it. I'm going to put a link in the description. It's glidegear.net. If you need anything like this, please check them out. This thing is so cool. I'm going to be able to set it up and go up 20 feet in the air with maybe some of my shots now. That's going to be really awesome. So if you're into this kind of stuff and need like stuff for filming equipment, check them out. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's Tuesday and we are back at it, and we're working down in the city, and we've got a little mulching project to do. So let's take a look at what we got. All right, so here's today's little project. Not much to it. This is a rental property. There's two little, these are like duplexes right here. And so apparently the story I was given by the owner was somebody here, a neighbor, complained about this. And you can see these pines, this has been growing for a few years now. This is not something that sprung up overnight. It wasn't the person that lived, you know, it wasn't the house next door right there, because nobody lives there. So don't know who it was, but they complained to the city. Inspectors came over here and said, yeah, it's got to go. So the owner called me, and can't really blame the inspectors for that. You know, they're just following the letter of the law when it comes to this stuff, you know, what the city mandates. So apparently this was all grass at some point. This was all, had been all maintained, and it was left to overgrow. The owners only owned this place for about, I think, 8 months or so, he's told me. So this was all here when he bought it. And anyway, someone just decided to get a hair up their butt and complain about it, and so it's got to go. I'm gonna take down these little pines right here around this old light pole. I've got the pole saw. I'm gonna clear all this first, and then I'll cut those out, and we'll throw them over in there into the pile, grind all that up. But all this is gonna go. We're gonna leave a little bit on the back as the privacy. There's a fence right there. There's a wooden fence. We're gonna leave a little bit of that as privacy. It's what the owner wants to do. So, but we're gonna just take this line all the way back to this corner, and that's really about it. Not much to it. Mostly just a lot of junk, little gums and whatever, pines, these little juvenile pines and stuff. I'm gonna start at the back. So the discharge part of the mulcher is going back that way and not towards the houses. So I'm gonna walk it back here. We'll start right here in this corner, knock this out right here, and then make this turn and just work our way that way. So not much to it, but to do it. So let's hop in the Kubota. Got a little Munchie, just got the teeth sharpened, and we're ready to rock and roll. So let's get started. Hey everybody, if you're interested in getting one of these mulchers, please contact my friends over at CCE Equipment. They're a full-line dealer of Prenoth, Dennis, Seamoth, Fecon, Lofness, as well as ASV and Wacker Newson equipment. They carry a full line of stuff. They do sales, rentals, they ship nationwide. If you need anything, please look them up and use the promo code IDIGIT, and they will hook you up. Thanks, guys. All right, everybody, we're done. Just finished raking all the mulch back into there, not too bad. And just cleaned up around that tree really quick and around that power pole. And that's it. So he came by here right as I was ripping that limb off that red maple down there. It had fallen, and I drug it out of there and just mulched it down really quick. And we walked it, and he's super happy with it. This is exactly what he wanted for this privacy along here from that house over there. You know, and along here, actually I thought I was leaving too much back here. He came about 15 or 20 minutes after I got started back here, and actually told me to come back out a little more. He wanted me to leave a little bit more. So about where that little pine started, I came back out this way a little bit and just tried to work my way down this line and clean it up as best I could and make it as straight as possible. It wasn't like an even row of vegetation there. So, but he was very happy with this, exactly what he wanted. I said, and we walked, and I said, is there anything else you want me to clean up, take down, shave back? And he said, nope, looks good. So I'm gonna give him, we talked about this area here, I'm gonna give him landscaper Greg's contact information. So Greg can come in here. Greg's a licensed herbicide applicator, so I said if it was me, I would have somebody come in here and spray this stuff, because everything except for the pine trees is all going to grow back. Everything, nothing in here is dead except for the pines. The pines will probably not grow back. Maybe new pines might, but the existing ones will not. But I said I'd spray this, and then I'll have Greg come in here and clean it up a little bit, and you know, they can lay you some grass seed down and turn this into usable lawn here, and I think that's what he's going to do. So it looks good. Right about here too, you guys will see this in the video, I never saw this tree back in here. You know, you couldn't hardly see 5 feet into this stuff, it was so thick. So apparently at some point a big tree had fallen here, and it's been there a while, because most of it was pretty rotten down towards till you got to the middle of it, and then it was a little harder. But it was big. It was probably 26 to 30 inches in diameter, and that was like an extra hour for me to grind that down and get it cleaned up right there. But we got it. But I can't believe somebody complained about this right here. I mean, you know, with that tree being down, obviously whoever was here before the owner, because he's only owned it a few months, you know, they just left that and let it grow. And you know, if I had bought this place, I'd have never thought about it, you know, any of this either. So, but that's what you get with nosy neighbors. You know, they get nosy and then they complain about something, and then the city comes over here, and the city has no choice but to just follow the law, you know, if it's something that needs to be done. So, but the owner's super happy, and if he's happy, I'm happy, and that's all that matters. So that's the best I can do. So, all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to do my best to get the brush cutter hooked up to the skid steer tomorrow, and we got some mowing to do, so stay tuned for that, and I will check you guys later. Bye, everybody.